It's Gurley Power. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was good. Going through his progressions, not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 54 miles. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me what I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They're going for it. It's Murray sliding out. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Let's go. Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Set up. 4 down, 4 down.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. On third down, Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Good job, D.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get down.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Let's go now. 54. Let's go. 54. No gambling on this, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Down. 15. Check right. 15. Double dog. That's the way. 15, man. Danny. Alert flare. Go, some motion. Let it go.
On first down, Gaffney. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to you.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go. Before halftime. Second and goal from the 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets... A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
On third down,
Murray, he gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Right there. 54, Mike. You. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Check, Mike, 54. Come on. Mike 5-4.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Able to find his man, John Phillips. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Gaffney. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaffney, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the gun on third down, Murray steps away. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth.
We own them. We own them.
They're running with Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Murray on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Here we go. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's side, baby. That's baby side. Watch the air.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaffney, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other.
Let's go. 70, Indy. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. On the move to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. From the gun, Spence, and an alley to run. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Spence. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for the Jets, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.